Yo, what's good, fight fans? It's your boy, Sean Dre, just stopping in, man. Getting ready for a good weekend of boxing. You know, me personally, I love Samandre Ward. I love Chad Dawson, so this really kind of like a painful fight for me to have to watch, but hey, it is what it is, and that's the way it's supposed to go in boxing sometimes. Your favorites are supposed to butt heads, you know, so I'm actually looking forward to this fight, like, tremendously. Um, yeah, you see me with my cowboy towel, you know, my cowboy golf towel. You know, got to represent for the Cowboys. Cowboy fan, what's up, Big D, Dallas? Um, Still, I'm not a Romo fan, Cowboy fan, not a Romo fan. Okay, get that out of the way. Okay, let's run through a real quick couple of minutes of boxing. Golovkin, oh my goodness, this dude here, in my eyes, reminds me of Edwin Valero. Those of you who don't know who Valero is, sorry to tell you, do your research and maybe you'll learn something. But anyway, I feel like this dude is the truth. I really feel like he's the truth. Like he said, during his last fight, he's like, well, after the first or second round, I figured I had him picked out. You know, I had his style down packed. I knew I was going to get him, da-da-da. And I feel as if one of the main things that's going to carry him as a fighter, I mean, me personally, I feel like he's kind of small for a middleweight. Granted, I wish maybe he could drop down, maybe, you know, just a tad bit. You know, like super welterweight. Whoa, he would be a reckoning in the welterweight division. Super welterweight, I think he can just really just fluctuate up and down in there, and I think he could make some good money up in that division. Um, a dream fight, him and Mayweather. Whoa, him and Mayweather, Golovkin versus Mayweather. Woo, somebody's old must go. Now, granted, he may not even have to come down for a fight like that, because we all know, at least us real boxing fans know, that Mayweather actually looks for a challenge. He gets up on a challenge. A lot of people like, oh, he ducks this person, ducks that person, but I don't see it that way. A lot of people are like, oh, why don't he rematch Cotto? You know, why he's letting Cotto fight somebody else? Well, like the man once said, you do it right the first time, you don't have to do it again. So, rematch him for fucking what? I mean, come on, man. You don't beat the man nearly 12 rounds. What I need a rematch for? And that brings me full circle into another conversation, which what I'm doing the video about. A lot of people are like, oh, Mayweather talks trash. He's all about money. All he talks about is money. Da-da-da-da-da. Ask me this then. Why is it that the quote-unquote Pacquiao camp has not spoken upon who it is that they're going to have their next bout with? Why is it that they are in contemplation about numbers? See, a lot of people forget that this is a business. You know, so yeah, it's about money. Sometimes. But sometimes boxing is supposed to take on a different persona. Sometimes boxing is supposed to become personal. Right? Okay, so why is it that individuals get upset with Juan Manuel Marquez right now at this particular point in time, that they feel as if, oh, he's trying to look for a certain monetary gain, so he's kind of pushing himself out of the fight. Well, people, in case you haven't realized, people really don't give a fuck about fighting Pacquiao no more, right? People really aren't breaking their necks to have to fight him anymore, because, I mean, his stock is going down. Granted, the media is still on his side. You have a few individuals that are extreme hopefuls, extremist Pacquiao fans. You know, they are going overboard, still saying, you know, that this guy should be number one and he should be this and he should be that. Me personally, it's a bunch of mumbo jumbo. I'm going to be skipping around a lot, so please try to keep up. It's going to be short, but I'm going to be skipping around a whole lot. And why is is it if it's not about money? I mean, they're saying it out there, talking about this guy generates this particular amount of pay-per-view numbers, this guy generates this amount of pay-per-view numbers, so we're trying to get this guy in the ring, we want to fight this guy, we don't want to fight that guy, oh, this guy's unknown, da-da-da. How does an unknown fighter get known? It's by fighting well-known fighters, right? What the fuck happened to the rankings? That's the thing that killed me. Everybody's doing this, oh, I'll fight him, I want to fight him, I want to fight him, I want to fight him. What happened to the rankings, whereas you had to fight mandatory challenges as those individuals moved up the rankings? That was a beautiful thing to me. But a lot of you casual fans did not get to see that in your upcoming boxing prowess because times have changed. Now as we pick who we want. I mean, just imagine, which one of you motherfuckers actually remember seeing Josecito Lopez in the fucking top 10? I'll wait, you can answer the question. Crickets. Which one of you motherfuckers actually remember seeing Josecito Lopez in the top 15 in the WBC? Or any other freaking title weight class? I'll wait for that answer too. Looking at my sausages boiling. Oh! No answer. Which one of you motherfuckers actually remember seeing Josecito Lopez ranked in the top 20? Top anything. You don't, right? Exactly. You don't remember seeing him ranked nowhere. Then how in the fuck all of a sudden the WBC decided to raise this man up, given that he's about to have the Canelo bout, to number 5 in the WBC rankings? Really, dude? Really? That is pathetic. That is absolutely pathetic. How can you raise this guy up, throw him in the mix or something that he was never even a part of, all because of one fluke night, and now all of a sudden he's ranked number 5? Really? Then ask me this, why in the fuck isn't Timothy Bradley ranked number 2? I'll wait. Oh, no answer. Right? Politics. Politics. That's just absolutely horrendous, man, how they do these things nowadays. It's horrendous. And it doesn't make any sense. So, now you have a guy like Pacquiao, and I'm not just sitting here bashing Pacquiao, I'm just really just rambling about certain things, right? You got this dude, like when they say things about certain boxers, they name all the negative shit. But you got this dude that, granted he's a quote-unquote so-called reborn again Christian, but this motherfucker's a womanizer, this motherfucker's a gambler, this motherfucker's an alcoholic, this motherfucker is any other negative connotation you can throw in characteristic with his name as an adjective. And now he's turning around worrying about money. When people are always talking about, oh, he's not worried about money, and then Pacquiao, every chance he gets in front of the camera, he's like, oh, I fight whoever, my promoter told me to fight, and I do everything for the fans. I'm doing this for the fans. The fans saw your ass lose a bout. And even the fans that think that you won the bout should be like, hey, you know what? That got you an L. You should be mad. Go in there and knock this bitch out. Have this rematch. But you're not even doing that. So what the fuck do you do for the fans? Nothing. Collect, ball, and keep pushing. That's all you're doing, man. So go on with that mindless ass bullshit. As a matter of fact, go ahead and fight somebody else if you want to fight somebody else. Don't fight the same motherfuckers you done fought for the last 6 years. Don't nobody want to see a Juan Manuel Marquez versus Manny Pacquiao 6 or 5 or 4, whatever the fuck it is. Don't nobody want to see it. At least I don't. Not us real boxing fans. Will we watch it? Yeah. Will I watch it? Yeah. Will I pay for it? No. Do I hope Marquez win? Yeah. Win by decision? No. By knock the fuck out. That's what I want him to do. Knock Pacquiao out, get his funky ass on up off the stage. Because you still got people sitting here thinking that this dude is an all-time fucking great. People, if you have not caught on yet, you don't know shit about boxing. You don't know shit about boxing. Period. Point blank period. Okay, off of that subject. And another thing before I get off of that Pacquiao subject. Why the fuck, okay, you try to make a fight with Cotto, but you want another catchweight. Aren't you even tired of people calling you the catchweight king? You shouldn't even never ask for a fucking catchweight. Especially after somebody that went up to the dual weight class and fought him, And now you tell them to come back down? If you are not comfortable in the weight classes in which you are campaigning at, or with the challenges that you are presenting, or your so-called quote-unquote promoter, the Godfather, are putting forward, move your liberty ass down to the weight classes you're comfortable. Go back down to 140. Fight people at 140. Stop challenging motherfuckers and then wanting to come down to you. I have no respect for that whatsoever. I have absolutely no respect for that. And people are complaining about Andre Ward and Chad Dawson. They're complaining about Chad Dawson coming down to meet Andre Ward. But then they won't complain about people coming down to meet Manny Pacquiao. Fucking double standards. T Street controversy. Come on with the double standards, dog. I love your channel. I like the energy that you bring about. I love the antics. I like the fact that you just being yourself, you having fun. But come on with the double standards. Everything Manny do, he gets a curve in your eyes. It's bullshit, bro. It's bullshit. And then, like I said before in another video, I don't even fucking watch MMA too much. But who couldn't recognize the shit that went on with the John Jones things, right? Who, right? Okay. So, what's the other guy's name? Damn, that's fucked up. But the worst part is, I know him that Don Juan Banks, the other end of the arena dude. I don't like how people, one day, they like you, which this is the same way in regular society anyway, but I don't like how people, one day you're the greatest thing on God's green earth since water and sliced bread. The one time you don't do something that they feel you should do or that the masses feel you should do, then people come down on you like a ton of bricks. How the fuck now, Don Juan? And I'm saying this to you, directly to you, because, you know, I haven't heard too many other people, you know, say the same shit, but I hear them talking negative, you know, but they haven't been so vehement about it as you have. How do you call John Jones a coward, a ducker? Anybody that steps into a UFC ring got guts and got balls, period. Don't matter who the fuck you fight. You know what I'm saying? It takes enough just to go in there. But to go in there and excel and become the best at what you do, or among the best at what you do, and then because strategically, not cowardice, but strategic and logic told you, okay, you know what? I trained for these individuals. I did not train for this particular person. I'll fight the person, but when I'm focused on his particular style. It's cool to go out there and be spontaneous and all this other quote-unquote bullshit, but to go out there and then lose, and then people are like, oh, man, he ain't worth the shit. What's the name beating? Come on, man. Chael just come off a loss, right? Just come off a loss. His record don't reflect championship quality matches at this time. He needs to go out and get him a string of victories, 2 or 3 victories, beating somebody worthwhile. Then you fight the champion. That's how that shit goes in boxing, right? MMA, I'm quite certain it shouldn't be too much different. You win a string of victories, you fight this challenger and move up, then you get to the champion. You don't get that shit by default, and you just got your ass whooped. That ain't how that goes. And because Dana White says something's because this is his company doesn't make it law. Because he say, oh, I did this for this guy is this guy is that. That don't make it law. Those fighters are making Dana White rich. They are making him rich. If all of them sit there 3 or 4 times and say, you know what, bitch, we ain't fighting, Dana White will be in real estate. He'd be doing some other shit because he wouldn't have nobody to get no money off of the blood, sweat, and tears from. You can't call John Jones a coward when this man's got in there with guns before. You can't call a man a coward for being smart. That's stupid on your part, man. And I had a lot of respect for you. And I'm itching to see, you know, some of the next videos that you do, because now it's making me focus and pay more attention to the things that you say. I have a whole lot of respect for you. A lot of respect. Then I listen to T Street, how he down the wire. Come on, man. Why? Dude is actually one of the most knowledgeable motherfuckers on, be it research-wise or all mental. He he still comes off as one of the most knowledgeable individuals that's in the boxing community here on YouTube. I just don't like when people don't give respect where respect is due, but you want respect from other motherfuckers. And I respect both of you cats. Both of you. I really, really do. But both of you all are slowly losing my respect. And I'm the type of person, I call names. I don't just sit and say something and then it just is what it is and I try to leave it as a subliminal. I don't do that because I love to talk. I love to talk, you know. So, Don Juan, please, man. As a matter of fact, you on my Facebook. I think we're on Facebook pages. I'm not quite certain, though, but I follow you, dude. But don't call a man a coward and say he gutless and it's his fault because the card was canceled. Any businessman, you got to have a backup plan in case something happens. So what if John Jones would have walked out there and he'd have twisted his ankle in the waiting room or some shit? You know what I'm saying? They would have canceled the whole card because he twisted his ankle? He couldn't have fought then, right? So how the fuck is he all of a sudden now he's a coward? How the fuck now all of a sudden because John Jones didn't fight the whole card is canceled? That's not how that fucking goes. There's nothing you can say is gonna make that shit right. That's not how that goes. I'm sorry. Dana White would have had to come up with something else then. Those other guys wouldn't have got a paycheck then. Come on, man. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Back to this Andre Ward thing, man. Andre Ward and Chad Dawson. Now, this is me. Everybody who follows me, who knows me, they know I really am not fond of catch weights at all. So the whole 168 thing to me, I don't like at all, you know. I think if you're going to do a catch weight, you both meet. You know, if it just has to be a catch weight, I mean, meet in the fucking middle. Meet in the middle. I mean, but at the same token, the couple of pounds, the 7 pounds, 6.5, 7 pounds that Chad Dawson has lost, seems like he lost muscle tissue. Did you see the weigh-in? He kind of looked way smaller than the Chad Dawson I'm used to seeing. Now, granted, this could make him more agile and faster and things of that nature, but at the same token, it could not. It could hinder him, you know? It could fuck up his cardio. It could fuck up his legs. He couldn't move around as much. You know, maybe those shots to the body might have more effect on him now. I don't know, but I definitely look forward to seeing the fight. And even if they had fought at 175 or whatever the fuck, I still would have picked Andre Ward because he's a tactician and he can adjust in the ring. Chad Dawson kind of has this tendency to fight to the quality of his opponent. And he's not the best at creating the chess match. So I would love to see Andre Ward move up, and I would like to see how he would do against Bernard Hopkins. You know, I think that would be a real good chess match. It'll be funny. It'll be dirty though, but it'll be funny and worth seeing. You know what I'm saying? With Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero and Adrian Broner, with this stuff that they got going on right now, this is fan-fucking-tastic. I think it's great for boxing too. But do I see Adrian Broner and Robert Guerrero fighting? They're gonna have to pretty soon because the media is hyping that shit to the maximum. But do I see Robert Guerrero whooping Adrian Broner? No. I see him getting his ass beat. It'll be entertaining, and I would love to see it. I definitely want to see it so bad. Just like I think Sergio Martinez is going to box circles around Chavez Jr. Granted, Chavez Jr. has a good chin, but he's one-dimensional. Brawling. That's all he knows is brawling. He doesn't box whatsoever. I think the movement is going to give Chavez Jr. problems. That's the same thing that gives Pacquiao problems when people move. You see after a minute or two of them moving or a couple of rounds of them moving, you see him banging his gloves together and doing this shit here. Like, come on, engage me so I can look good. He needs you to engage to look good. He can't deal with a person that boxes and sticks and moves. He gets frustrated easily. I think that's going to be the case with Chavez Jr. and Sergio Martinez because I think Sergio Martinez is going to box circles around and then bring the pain to him, me personally. So, I mean, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call it a shot. And feel free to get at your boy, man, and just hit me up. Feel free to leave all the messages you want to leave, negative, positive, whatever. And Let's talk boxing. Alright?